Welcome guys to the Crazy Hands Knitting and Crocheting channel, and in this video tutorial I want to show you reversible double layer hat. There is one hat already on my blog, but the inner layer was done in the same color because I didn't have two different colors, and I've got so many questions why you didn't make another color layer. So this time I did it white. If you want to have only one layer but with a white border, I suggest you knitting the uh, inner layer, the white one, a little bit longer than the purple one. Otherwise, the inner layer will be shorter, so like this, than the purple one, but still it is perfect. Then the inner layer holds my hat, and the purple layer shows that the hat is a little bit slouchy, so really cool. And another version, just two layers, and you decide which one you like today. I still have a white tail because I'm going to attach a white layer to the purple layer, and then I can turn it and decide which color I want to wear today. And that's basically it. The beanie is really warm and easy, so if you know how to knit in rounds, you for sure can do it because it's only stockinette stitch mostly and decreases on the crown. And now let's talk about the yarn. Again, I was using mink yarn, Chinese yarn. Before I was knitting a hood using this yarn, so it's fluffy, really warm one. This yarn has 350 meters per 50 grams, so it's really thin. Just a second. This one, and I was knitting in two strands, and together with this yarn usually there is a partner yarn, also called reinforcing yarn. If you don't have it, you don't need to use it. So if you have it, we are going to use two main strands and one reinforcing, or just two main if you don't have. For one layer you will need one ball of 50 grams, so in total 100 grams, and I was using one strand from inside and one strand from outside. You can check my gauge also, the written instruction will be on my blog. I was using 4mm knitting needles, 40 centimeters length, and you will need 8 stitch markers for shaping the crown. And if you want a smaller size, because this hat will fit up to 58 centimeters, if you want a smaller size, cast on any number that is divisible by 4, and then you can cast on, instead of 92 stitches, 88 or 84. For this tutorial I'm going to use a provisional cast on method. As you see, again, I'm using two main strands and one supporting and another color yarn. I like this method because this is a no waste tail method. So actually and basically you are doing everything the same what you are doing while using a long tail cast on method. Pay attention that the extra yarn that is blue, in my case, has to be always in front. Like this, you cast on 92 stitches. You don't need to cast on an extra stitch to join in round, just 92 stitches or any other number that is divisible by 4. If you have the head circumference 53, 54, cast on 88 stitches. So please go on and cast on 92 stitches. Here I am, and that's how it looks. Now we are going to start knitting in rounds. Don't forget to place a stitch marker, and we will knit in stockinette stitch. Yes, you can cut the extra yarn that you were using. You don't need it anymore. Pull tails and place the stitch marker, please. Okay, now knit all stitches around. Easy and simple. Knit all stitches. A little bit tight, but it's only the first round. Please go on. Round number 2, again you go on knitting all stitches. Please go on knitting. Finish this round and then go on knitting in stockinette stitch until the head reaches about 22 centimeters. Here I am. So let's measure it firstly. 21, 22, 20. So 21, I have 21 centimeters, and it's enough. Now we will place the stitch markers. You need to divide all your stitches by 4. Let me finish knitting the last round. So divide all the stitches by 4 and you have 23 stitches. One stitch, leave one stitch and place a stitch marker before and after. Then 22 stitches. Then again leave one stitch and then 22 stitches. Leave one stitch, 22, then one stitch, place stitch markers, and 22. So from this point we'll start making decreases and shaping the crown. Yes, 22 stitches. Knit one, and then right after the stitch marker make knit 2 together. So we make a decrease before and after. Before we didn't do, but after we're doing now. Now knit 18 or until you get 2 stitches before the next stitch marker. And when you have 2 stitches before the next stitch marker, sorry, I have 1, I need 2. Let's count. I did 18, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Perfect. Now make slip knit passover. It is a left leaning decrease. Slip the stitch marker, knit 1, and after the stitch marker, the next stitch marker, knit 2. Together it is a right leaning decrease. And let's repeat. Again, knit 18 or until you have 2 stitches before the next stitch marker. Now make a left leaning decrease, slip, knit, pass over, knit the next stitch, and knit 2 together after a right leaning decrease. Please go on again. Knit all stitches, then here left leaning decrease, after stitch marker right leaning decrease, and go on, go on, go on, and I will see you at the end. At the very end we need to make one more left leaning decrease, so slip knit pass over. Next round, round number 2, knit all stitches without decreases. No decreases, as you see, just knit all stitches around. And so on. Please finish this round and then knit one more round, round number 3, without decreases. Round number 4, and here we will have again next decreases. Knit 1 and make a right leaning decrease. Knit 2 together. After that, knit 16, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. And now again make left leaning decrease, slip knit pass over, then knit 1, and right leaning decrease, knit 2 together, and repeat. Knit 16, now slip knit pass over, knit 1, and right leaning decrease, knit 2 together. So I guess it's clear. Please go on finish and making decreases before and after stitch markers. At the end, don't forget to make a left leaning decrease slip knit pass over. After that, knit 2 more rounds without decreases in stockinette stitch. After that, you start again making decreases before and after stitch markers. And after this round, you make only one round after the round with decreases. Not two like we did, but one. So you alternate round with decreases, and then you knit round without decreases, and again round with decreases, round without decreases. Please check the written instruction if you find it difficult to make on your own, but I'm sure you will do it. And stop when you have 20 stitches. So here I am. That's how the crown is looking, really beautiful. Cut the yarn, leaving a short tail. Now slip remaining stitches. So 1 and here 4. So in total 20 stitches. I'm using a yarn needle. You can also use a tapestry needle, or if you don't have, you can use a hook. Pull tight to close the crown, and on the wrong side, pull the tail on the wrong side, and right away weave in ends. I'm usually pulling the needle once or twice more underneath remaining stitches. Make a knot. And cut the yarn. So here is the crown, really beautiful. And let's start with another part. We need to unravel this part and pick up the same 92 stitches. So a little bit boring part. So let's start from this stitch. Here it is. the next one. I pick up all my stitches in the way that the right loop of the stitch was facing me. So this is 4. And when you find that the blue yarn is too long, and you can cut it. So I hope it's clear. Go on picking up all stitches around, and I will see you at the end. So here I am, and that's what I have. The last stitch, you see the last stitch, how it looks. Let's unravel it. And knit it again. That's it. Now take the second color or go on knitting in the same color, up to you. Place the stitch marker. So here it is. I take one strand from inside and one strand outside. So place together like this. You may make a knot here if you want. Like this, you will not have a hole between the first and the last stitch. And go on knitting all stitches around. I've done the first round. I did, you see a knot here between the purple and white color. And go on knitting. As I did with the purple color. And yes, don't forget to place the stitch marker. Very important. Please go on knitting until you reach the same length. So I suggest you counting rounds until the first decrease. You can see it here. and at the same time measure the length, because sometimes it happens with me that one day I can knit with one gauge and another with another gauge. I think it depends on my mood. So check rounds and check the length, and when you reach 21 centimeters, stop, and I will show you how to shape the crown. Here I am, and that's what I have. So, and now I want to talk to you how to place stitch markers, because we are knitting in opposite direction. You will place stitch marker also in opposite direction. We were knitting in this way, and now you can place stitch marker also in this way. So if we go counterclockwise, first there will be one stitch and stitch markers around it, then 22 stitches, then again one stitch and stitch markers around it, 22, then 1, 22, 1, 22. And if you go like clockwise, then 22 and then 1 and stitch markers around it, 22, 1, 22, 1, 22 and 1 stitch at the end. And the green stitch marker shows us the beginning of the round. We start right away with a right lining decrease, so knit 2 together, now knit 18, until you have 2 stitches before the orange stitch marker or before the next stitch marker. So we repeat decreases. Now slip, knit, pass over, knit 1 and knit 2 together. Again knit 18, slip, knit, pass over, knit 1 and knit 2 together. So I hope it's clear. Go on, finish this round. After this round, as you remember, 2 rounds without decreases, then again round with decreases, 2 rounds without decreases, and after that you will alternate rounds with round with decreases and round without decreases. Please go on knitting, and I will see you after. So I have done the second layer. Here it is, and of course the tail you're going to weave on the right side. So just insert the needle underneath remaining stitches, but on the right side. You can make a small knot. And again underneath. Pull the needle underneath. So I think it's enough. Now you can pull the tail on the wrong side if you want. Otherwise you can leave it and then stitch the other layer here at this part. So that's up to you. And that's it, the hat is ready. Now don't forget to wash it, dry it flat, and it will look much better. So if you want, you can wear it like this, or even try it like this if you want a white border. So you can wash it and make this border and let it dry. And that's how it looks. Thank you guys so much for watching this tutorial with me. I hope you enjoyed it. Please subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to like this video, share this video. Leave me a comment if you have any questions. And enjoy your hat. I'm sure you like it as I do. The crown. And it's super warm. 2 layers. Thank you, and I hope to see you soon in my next video tutorials. Bye!